Masi.
Fabio de Masi for the Greek Group.
I'm going to grill some burgers because Philippe is much better in the so-called furniture business, which I think he will take up. To McDonald's, at your previous experience or appearance at this committee, you were asked about McDonald's presence in tax havens. You replied that McDonald's would only be present in such jurisdictions in order to sell hamburgers. In your written response to my question about McDonald's entities and tax havens, you failed to mention Bermuda. However, you appear to have several subsidiaries in Bermuda where there are no McDonald's restaurants and where there are no burgers sold. In fact, it is illegal to open a McDonald's burger store in Bermuda. There was just one exception on a US military base, which has been shut down in 1995. So I would like to know why you omitted Bermuda to us, and what do you do there if you don't sell burgers? Secondly, I wanted to know why you omitted to the committee that you had a ruling with Luxembourg, which you also didn't mention because you were going on about chicken McNuggets and all other stuff, but you omitted the very fact that you had a ruling in Luxembourg, and I would like to know why you did so. As I still have 45 seconds, I come then to Switzerland and Delaware. You have McDonald's Europe franchising in Luxembourg, which is the master franchisor for Europe, which is quite unusual, and the royalty fees are then transferred through Switzerland before going to the US. Why do these payments need to go through Switzerland? And when repatriated to the US, are they sent to entities in Delaware? Because Delaware has an exception to the taxation of foreign profits, and in Switzerland you have zero tax rate on royalties. And is that the reason for setting up this complicated arrangement, and do I really have to call Bernie Sanders about that to change something about it?
Merci. Madame.
Thank you for the question. Let me be clear that in November we did not intend to mislead the committee. Taking the EU list of tax havens, we correctly noted that we only have company-owned businesses in Hong Kong with 230 restaurants and over 10,000 employees. In other markets that appear on the Commission list, the businesses are owned and operated by independent franchisees. By way of clarification, I can add that we have, in a very small number of cases, companies that hold real estate to support the operation of franchise restaurants, but we do not operate them directly. I believe your question regarding Bermuda has to do with an insurance activity that, though it may have the name McDonald's in it, is not owned or operated by the company. If you think about our franchise business...
What do you insure there? Could you be more specific on that? Do you insure burgers, or what do you insure there?
Businesses who operate in restaurant as well as other industries have a number of types of insurance that are prudent to let them run. There are also reinsurance, and I don't have that information specifically, but I can get in writing the activities of the Bermuda company for you.
That would be highly welcomed. Yeah.
Sure, no problem. Do I submit it back through you?
On Switzerland, you didn't answer on Switzerland.
As is common with multinational companies around the globe and in Europe, we continuously review our corporate structure in light of our business, legal, tax, and other considerations. This is designed to help us function efficiently and to grow in a highly competitive environment. Where McDonald's has determined that it's advantageous to align the corporate structure in a way that matches what the business does, we had chosen to operate on a regional basis. The Switzerland location was chosen as the place to bring together some of the most senior leaders and decision makers for strategic direction.
Excuse me, madam, but you sound like my 6-year-old son when he has to remind a poem for the kindergarten. I really would like a substantive answer why you channel your royalties through Switzerland and not something that you read up from the paper.
The royalties don't go through Switzerland.
Yeah, exactly.
The Swiss branch...
And then to Delaware.
Laissez Madame répondre.
Wait, merci. The Luxembourg structure is set up as one that has a branch in Switzerland as well as a branch in the U.S. And you had a lot of information at the panel in front of this one that explained some differences in the U.S. tax system. The Swiss activities for the European branch are management, strategic direction, guideline setting for innovation. They don't involve the collection of royalties. The royalties are not received by Switzerland. There might be an administrative function, but they're not earned by Switzerland. Luxembourg is the licensor.
Thank you. I think we'd also appreciate a written explanation.
Okay.
I'll consider that,
Okay.
yes.
Yeah. Because, well, it's long to explain, and
we're out
we
of
need
time,
the specification. Yes. We need specification because it's a very important point for our members. Je donne maintenant la parole.
Give the floor to the so-called Green, Member Philippe Lambert.